You want her addicted to you? Then stop doing what every other guy's doing. Don't text her every morning. Don't double text. Don't try to be the nice guy who's always available. Because here's the hard truth. The more effort you put in, the less she feels, the less effort you show. The more space her mind fills with curiosity, confusion, desire. Women are not drawn to effort. They're drawn to energy. And the most attractive energy a man can emit is detachment. Stop chasing. Let her feel your absence. So why does this work? Why do women fall for the man who doesn't chase, who doesn't need, who doesn't fold? Let's break it down through the lens of ancient Stoic wisdom and modern psychological truth. You know what's funny? Most guys believe effort equals attraction. They've been told, show her you care, be consistent, be available. But here's the truth no one tells you. The more you try to prove your worth, the more you reveal you don't believe you have any. Attraction isn't about convincing, it's about conviction. Think of a lion. He doesn't chase. He moves with power, calm, and presence, and the entire jungle reacts. You're not here to beg for affection. You're here to command respect through who you are. 1. The trap. How desire makes you weak. Desire, when it owns you, makes you weak. And in today's world, most men are drowning in it. They're not chasing love. They're chasing significance. Swipe after swipe, like after like. They just want someone to say, you're enough. But the second you need that message, you lose your frame. Women feel that desperation instantly. You're not pursuing her anymore. You're pursuing validation. That's the repellent, not the attraction. Epictetus said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Desire for her affection? That's beyond your control, and it puts you in chains. Ever wonder why she was into you until you got invested? Because desire flips the polarity. You go from mystery to certainty, from grounded to anxious, from masculine to needy. Jack used to be that guy, the one who always texted first, always available, random gifts, thoughtful messages, and slowly, completely forgotten. She said, I just need space. But Jack knew. She didn't need space. She needed someone else. It broke him. Until one night he looked in the mirror and realized he never lived for himself, just a nice guy waiting to be chosen. The next day Jack went silent. No texts, no chasing, not to punish her, but to come home to himself. And then she reached out, short, cold, curious. You seem different. She was right, because this time Jack didn't need her, and that's exactly why. She couldn't look away. Most men think silence is passive, but when done right, silence becomes pressure. It forces her to feel the gap, to realize how much space you were actually holding, to confront the absence of your attention, and ask herself why it matters. Jack didn't disappear to play games. He stepped back to reclaim his energy. And that energy, calm, masculine, grounded, spoke louder than any paragraph of desperate texts ever could. 2. Stoic masculinity. Why true power is stillness. Now picture the man who doesn't flinch. He doesn't chase. He doesn't beg. He doesn't even look back, because his life is already full. That's stoic masculinity, rooted, calm, intentional. He doesn't seek validation because he validates himself. He's not detached because he's cold. He's detached because he understands that nothing outside of him defines him. Marcus Aurelius didn't need applause to know his worth. Neither should you. This man moves with purpose. He answers when it aligns with his path. He shows up when it fits his mission, and she feels it. She senses she can't control him. That's rare. That's real. That's magnetic. The modern world is full of noise, but this man moves in silence, and silence, when owned, becomes power. He's not addicted to her response. He doesn't look at his phone hoping for a ping, because his validation doesn't come from seeing or typing. It comes from the legacy he's building. Every hour he doesn't waste chasing. He's investing in his craft, his body, his mind. She doesn't just see his strength, she feels it, because it's not performative. It's real, rooted, rare. 3. Don't do this. 5 fatal mistakes that kill attraction. Before we jump into what you shouldn't do, here's a hard truth. If you have to constantly think about how to keep her attention, you're no longer leading the relationship. You're performing, and women don't want performers. They want presence. They want power, not neediness wearing a mask of effort. Once you start calculating your texts, analyzing her every move, waiting for green lights, you're not the man anymore. You're her puppet. Now let's talk about how to stop being one. 1. Don't over-text. Texting too much tells her one thing: I have nothing more valuable to do. Men who text constantly are men who don't live in the real world. They live for response bubbles and read receipts. Instead, let your silence speak. Let your focus intimidate. Let her wonder what you're doing. Don't constantly tell her. Every message should have a purpose, not fill a void. Let her imagination work in your favor. When she has nothing to solve, she gets bored. But when there's mystery, her mind keeps spinning. And guess who's at the center of that spin? You. 2. Don't be too available. If she knows she can get your time whenever she wants, you're no longer a reward. You're a routine. Don't cancel plans for her. Let her adapt to your schedule. Make her qualify to access your presence. Remember, scarcity breeds value. Your time should be earned, not expected. You wouldn't give away a Rolex in a vending machine, right? Then why are you giving away your time and energy to someone who hasn't earned it? 3. Don't try to be the nice guy. The nice guy isn't nice. He's manipulative. He gives to get. He compliments to impress. And deep down, he's terrified of rejection. Women see right through it. They don't want a people pleaser. They want a man with backbone. A man who can say no without guilt. A man who doesn't bend to fit her mood. True kindness comes from strength, not from fear. Kindness without boundaries is weakness. Real men are kind because they don't fear disapproval. 4. Don't make her your purpose. She's not your salvation. She's not your source of happiness. And when you make her the center of your world, you collapse your world into her hands. A Stoic man is defined by his virtue, not his relationship status. His mission comes first, not her feelings, not her attention. His purpose is bigger than any woman. Your life should be a kingdom, and she's not the throne. She's a guest, a welcome one, but never the reason it all stands. 5. Don't reveal everything. Women fall in love with the unknown, not the obvious. When you reveal everything too quickly, you leave nothing for her imagination to feed on. Let her earn your story. Let her be confused. Let her wonder what you're really about. Because once she thinks she's figured you out, she'll look for something more challenging. Mystery isn't a tactic. It's a byproduct of self-control. The moment she solves you, she shelves you. Stay open, but never predictable. 4. Why this works. The psychology of magnetic energy. Let's make this real. Attraction isn't logical, it's neurological. Dopamine spikes with uncertainty. Obsession grows in the absence of closure. Desire feeds off delayed gratification. When you pull back, her brain lights up. What's he thinking? Why hasn't he texted? Did I do something wrong? Boom. Emotional investment activated. All you did was stop needing, and that sent her into overdrive. And the beauty? You're not playing games. You're simply living grounded. You're not being cold. You're being calm. You're not punishing her. You're preserving yourself. She doesn't consciously know why she's thinking about you, but her nervous system does. Your calm disrupts her chaos. Your silence breaks her loop of control. She's addicted to wondering where she stands because you're the first man who doesn't hand her a script. And that difference is what separates boys from men. 5. She wants the man who doesn't need her. Want her to chase you? Then stop chasing her. Simple as that. Become the man she feels lucky to reach. The man who doesn't just talk about standards, he embodies them. The man who could have her, but doesn't need to, because he already has himself. The less you seek, the more you attract. That's not a trick. That's Stoic truth. So here's your challenge. For the next 48 hours, don't text her, don't check her Instagram, don't ask mutual friends what she's up to. Instead, hit the gym, journal your mission, read one Stoic passage every morning. This isn't about winning her back. It's about remembering who you were before you thought you needed her. Let her feel your absence so you can rediscover your presence, because you can't attract her deeply until you stand strong in who you are. Without her, you were not put here to be easy to forget. You were not built to be another name in her phone. You were made to walk in silence so loud, it echoes in her mind long after you're gone. So don't just stop chasing. Start building. Start leading. Start becoming. Because the real test of your masculinity isn't how much she likes you. It's how you show up when she doesn't. And once she meets that man, she never forgets him, like if it spoke to you. Subscribe if you're done chasing.